Hi, it's Friday night, the 29th of January, day 394. Today's Living the Dream experience was waking up this morning and seeing that Fahad had finished getting Chatra's chat feature working on my website. It's done. It works beautifully. When I opened my homepage, the chat icon popped open and it was sitting there on that page down in the right hand corner of the page. When I tried to use it on that page, I typed something in it. A notice opened up right on the page again with the sound letting me know that someone was on a web page of mine on the Living the Dream website. It's so cool. It was a Living the Dream experience for sure. Anyway, here's my power statement that I had for today. I'm going to continue to do repetitive self-talk to reinforce and remap my thinking about my personal success and my coaching and how I want to see myself as a coach until the end of this week. And I will also then focus on the 3 most important tasks I need to get done today. So here's what I had on my to-do list for today. They're all checked off, all done. Bam, done. My most important task for today was to get up to my office and check and see if Fahad got the chat feature working on my website. My fun task for today was to try and make contact one last time with Angelo so that I could get my ad working again with that new video and everything. And if he didn't, I was going to reach out to someone on come Monday. Well, and my exciting task today was to learn about a service called bitly.com, which I was told was a way to shorten URL links so that people don't have to type out a really, really long website URL address. And that way I can use them in emails or put them onto a text message or have included a little audio of a ringless voicemail message that people can remember very easily and type it in. For my advertising, well, that's what I'm checking into today. So here's what I had for my end of the day success routine questions. Get honest with yourself today, Marty. What didn't go well? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? I did that this morning. Did you start your morning with power? Win the morning, win the day? Did that this morning. Were you productive throughout your day, the entire day? Absolutely. And did you get the most important things done? You saw them, check, 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 through the portal of my mind, manifest into the world of the physical. Did you move your goals forward? Anytime I get a piece done and manifested and checked off, it moves my goals forward. Did you show up as the person you wanted to today? I did. And I was there for our Friday night date with Kathleen, 44 years of that, and it was great personal time with her, and she was present for me and I was present for her. Next on my end of the day success routine, accountability questions. Were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, this morning I promised that I would get through the 3 main tasks and then do any of the miscellaneous tasks I have written down throughout the last couple of days and do those too. I got everything done except I didn't make contact with Angelo. He never called me or never texted me, never replied to my emails. And so I'm going to be reaching out to a new rep come Monday morning. And that way I can still continue on with my goals. So bam, done. My next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time this morning, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new instant replay movies that you called up onto the screen of your mind? Well, I'm still visualizing my must-see TV favorite 5 movies. I do that every morning. And I do it during my mindfulness time. And I also imagine people clicking on my chat button now when they land on my website. I'm looking forward to that actually happening in real time with real traffic hitting my website. My next question says, what's the one thing that I would make that would make all the difference going forward? What one thing can I do better? Well, doing my repetitive mind mapping self-talk and my power statement each morning for nearly a month now with that mind mapping self-talk has been very productive and very helpful to me. Come Monday, though, I'll be changing things. And that way I can move on to the next task, but I will hopefully have had worked out a habit by doing that mind mapping. I'm going to continue to do repetitive self-talk, that's what my power statement says, to reinforce and remap my thinking about personal success going forward. Now, it's for tomorrow. I'll be doing that one more time, one more day. But I'm always asking myself how I want to see myself as a coach and how I want to show up as a coach to my beginner entrepreneur clients, and that's going to be a good habit to continue on. The next question of my end of the day success routine is to ask myself, were there any mistakes or failures that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, some might say that my giving so much time for Tanya and then now Angelo to get back to me has cost me over a month of time where nothing happened really in terms of my focus group. And that may be true, so I will admit to that. But I just felt that I wanted to maintain a good relationship with these Google folks who want to help me and not rock the boat with them at all, since YouTube is their baby. That's who they work for. I want to get to where do a lot of ads and have these people helping me, so I don't want to rock the boat that way. But I'm learning some things about this and how their support system works, so that's going to change. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today, of course, was seeing that Chatra chat tool is finally working on my website. I imagined that for quite some time, and it's there and it's working. My next end of the day success routine question asked me to rate my day's effort, and I gave today's effort a 9. I gave today a 9 because I worked at the speed of 9 all day long, even though I wasn't able to speak with Angelo. I got everything else done, and that feels so good. So I just dinged my day by 1 point. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says if some issue won't be important 5 years from today, it really isn't an important enough issue to fight over it today. Here's what I'm talking about. Before we complain, accuse, reprimand, or launch into a tirade or a counterattack with someone in self-defense, for example, let's ask ourselves these 2 questions. Is this really important? Will this even be remembered 5 years from today? If we're real and authentic about it, it's probably not. So it shouldn't be remembered and struggled with right now. Let it go. Let it go. When we feel an urge to take negative action, asking ourselves these 2 questions will work magic in protecting a better home situation. It works at the office and in our businesses too. It works in dealing with heavy traffic while we're on our way home, where another driver cuts out and darts right in front of us with all of a sudden without any honk or warning. It works in any situation in life that might produce quarrels or ill feelings if we're not careful. We can ask those 2 questions and realize we should just let it go. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the law of it's called reciprocity, which says when someone does something nice for you, you'll have a deep-rooted psychological urge to do something nice in return. That's reciprocity. Here's the point with this law, though. People often, when treated well, will reciprocate with a gesture far more generous than the original good deed done towards them. Knowing this to be true, we should work to try to engage such treatment. We should give to people a lot, and we'll get so much more in return. Here's 5 tips of reciprocity, which we should find opportunities to use in our business lives. Number 1. Offer something first rather than just publishing an ad and hoping that your target audience will feel compelled to make a purchase from you just because you reached out to them. Offer them something for free. In other words, offer what I've always taught, results ahead of time offer. And do it over and over again. Cast the bread across the water and 100-fold, and it'll come back to you, and it'll come back to you. Number 2, make customers feel special. Number 3, help the customer outside of your store or business. Build a relationship. Number 4, make it memorable. And number 5, keep the relationship going. In other words, be genuine. Build a friendship. This leads me to the next thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for Mario Angelou, who said, people will forget what you said. They may even forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Oh man, so true. I believe whether our customers are wholesale or retail customers, how we treat them should be our number 1 priority, period. Without repeat customers feeling appreciated, our businesses will not thrive. I also believe in the philosophy that Southwest Airlines follows that says how you treat your employees is how they will treat your customers. Oh man, both these philosophies are vital to a business's success. Anyhow, I'm going to leave it there. I'm a little bit tired tonight, you can tell, but that's okay. I'll be back here tomorrow night at my laptop sharing some more feelings, some more wonderful thoughts, right thinking that helps me every night to go to bed. I'm having these thoughts in my head as I go to bed, and it starts to get deeper and deeper into my mind. But until then, I want to wish you continued success. Good night.